Right, so we can start. So as I mentioned, today we have SkyWay Invest webinar regarding the technology and the business opportunities, where on Tuesdays we more emphasize on the investment side, why it's important to invest. But today we will be more talking about what opportunities we are giving for people who wants to be in a business or who wants to help us, to get to our main goal. And today the agenda is how, what we are doing, we can help others. I think it's very important to show people, why we are here today, and, with this technology, what value we can bring to the people. And, just to kind of, by showing them, what are the challenges today, I believe we can show what is the value in it. Obviously, what is the SkyWay Invest Group, and Mr. Anatoly Unitsky, SkyWay Technology, how we have done this thing so far, Eco Techno Park and development stages, very exciting part, contract signed, as well exciting, and then will be what is in it for you, business opportunities, news and promotions, and questions and answers. So with you here today, oh, sorry, you're moving. Okay, I will try to take out my headphones and maybe then it will be a better sound for you guys. Let me know if it's better now and there is no much noise around me. Okay, thank you. So for those who don't know me yet, my name is Annette Martinson, and I'm more on the marketing and sales kind of side for our company here in Global Transnet UK, helping us to build a brand and obviously shake the noise around us. I joined the company 3 years ago when my colleague Armand Mornix kind of introduced me to the company. Obviously, it was very chaotic. It wasn't as structured as it is today here. But because of his passion and because of what he saw in conference in Russia when he was attending this the first time, he came back completely different person. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing, person who didn't think that there is anything else around him because he got some health issues. He came back completely, completely different person by being energized. Someone was giving him something that in all his life he was not being able to find. And I decided to completely crazy to join the company without knowing where I'm going, what is this company about, and what they are doing, and become a private investor. Small investor, but still investor, and becoming also the SkyWay shareholder. All these things that I know here today, it took me, I would say, 2 years to follow the company, to understand what they're doing, because that time, the company had everything in Russian language, all the videos in Russian. Even though I'm from Latvia, for those who don't know, I speak Russian, but it was difficult. So here today, for those who are joining us, you are very lucky because everything, or let's say 90%, has been translated in Russian language. But here I'm here today with all my passion, with all my, I have to say, I'm 100% on board in this company because I see how much they have changed my mindset, the way I'm thinking, the way I see the things, and more and more opportunities apart from SkyWay has come across me. People are offering different things because once you're in this world, I don't think you want to go, away. So, welcome to new people. You are on the right time, on the right place at the right time, and I really hope that you can see things the way we are seeing, the way I see the things. And one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about what we are doing here today is because, to be honest, 3 years ago I didn't see what I see today. today I see how much time we are wasting by, traveling from point A to point B. I used to travel nearly 2 hours to get to my work and 2 hours to get back. And I used to work as a waitress for 10, 12 hours. So I, I was devastated. I was so, you know, unhappy about those days when I was working long hours, because I knew, that, the journey I have to make back home. Also about, air pollution. I have seen how I can see on myself, on my health, how much it has been impacting, the way I, how to say, I start to feel different in my health. Sometimes I have some breathing difficulties, which I never had before. Um, when you run outside, it's like I'm losing my breathe. It's horrible, and it's already happening today. So if we don't change anything, what's going to happen in the future? And also the environment damage, how much, trees and forest we have lost, because we need to have new roads, to have new transport coming in, and, to be able to move around. Putting all those things together, I don't think I would love to, to give this for my kid or for my grandchildren. Therefore, when I come across the Skyway and I was reading, what value they can bring to all of us, I thought that this is the one of the, or not even the only solution today that we can possibly implement and change the world, or even save the world. So who we are here? So SkyWay Invest Group is an educational investment portal, or a platform, educational platform, and also the trademark for SkyWay system. The main objective, one of the main objectives, is to implement and build the new technology platform and implementation of targeted projects. But at the same time, it's very important for us today to educate people about the importance of financial world, educating them by giving the right, maybe right information and right knowledge, and explain how smartly they can start to invest wisely and start to create a portfolio investment. To create a profitable investment portfolio. It is very necessary that every person who decides to join this company and become a shareholder, they are literally they are financially literate on the investment levels. Because what happens sometimes, people think, well, I show the presentation and they said, like, this is amazing idea. I have, let's say, 10,000 in my savings. I want to put all the money in. So then you have to step in and you need to explain that this is, a still kind of risky investment, and it's not, very smart to invest everything, all your savings in one company or one product. As we say, you don't put all eggs in one basket. So therefore, Skyway Invest Group here is helping for people uh, to understand, or to get, a better understanding, or idea why would they need to be investing, by creating the financial, to understand how they can create a path for financial independence and create their financial freedom. So I think two things together is very good opportunity for everyone to, to change their life. And Andrew Habrato is the person. He's the, one of the guilty person. Why why we are here today? Because Andrew Habrato has created. He's the CEO of Skyway Invest Group. He is a very well-known person. I haven't met him personally yet, to be honest, but what I've heard about him is only good things. He's very focused, he's business minded, but also he's very generous person, who wants to give back to, to as many people as he can. because he has been the same place where we have or we are at the moment. He knows how difficult it is to get out of this, the bubble that we have brought in since we were born. Go to school and find a job and work for the government. So therefore, he has created his own system, his own financial system or education about the system through opening the Academy of Private Investor. Mr. Havratov is himself, he's from Ukraine, and his audience, you can imagine, was very limited. First of all, because everything was happening in Russian language. But today, I think that was his goal, that was his dream, to approach as many people as he can globally. And through SkyWay Invest Group, he has been able, to give this education across the globe. Today, I have gone through his education that, another part Madi will explain. And through him, I guess through him, we have an opportunity to get into this financial world. Mr. Unitsky, Anatoly Unitsky, he is designer, scientist, and engineer for Unitsky String Technology SkyWay. This is another the person that we can put the guilt on why we are here today. Mr. Unitsky, he has been working for this project for more than 40 years. Can you imagine? Half of his time, more than half of his life, if we can say, he has been dedicating his time for SkyWay project. He got many awards and certifications as well. Two of them are two grants of the UN for development, that's in United Nations. I'm very proud of this grant because there is some sort of technology that he created many years ago for astronauts to go out in space. How awesome is that? And all this unique string technology is little part of his biggest, the dream to create technology that will go out in space. So for those who think that this string technology is one thing that we all go for, no, guys, there is even more bigger project, on his plate. We just need to wait and see. He's also, and again, I haven't met him personally yet. I hope to see him this year. I also heard that he is very, very open heart, like very with big heart person with big heart. That would correct English. And he also. It's not about him. It's not about this project. Is not about him. It's not about his family. It's about everyone. He wants to save the planet because what he was seeing 40 years ago, 30 years ago, no one else could see. And instead of giving up, as many people these days are giving up if the things are not going the way they were planning, then Mr. Unitsky is one of the examples that I can take besides me and say like, well, this is the person who had the dream and he never stopped. He was so dedicated, till the moment it happened. Yes, it took him 40 years, but he's not creating, a new pen or a new phone. That's a whole transportation technology. So therefore, he hasn't got the time to, be involved in like some illegal businesses or some, not really, maybe, I don't know, in other words, dodgy businesses. He definitely have been, 100% dedicating his time for the SkyWay technology. And here is a short video for those who are here first time. Not sure if you have seen it. Can you read this? Sorry, there is some question. All right, someone left us as well. No worries, maybe next time. So yeah, here is the video that you can see. Okay. I think this video explains quite a lot, what we have done so far, what we've got, and yeah, it just gives you an overview, not just from pictures, but in motion in a video. So the SkyWay advantages. Today we have 4 technologies that we have prioritized. There are another 2, like for the seaport and or another one for the seaport and something for airport was as well in plans. As I said before, with these 4 technologies or the Skyway string technology, it's not going to be that the project will not be finished. There are many things on in plans for the future for Mr. Yanitsky. So here we have 4 technologies. One of them on the left, on the right hand side, the bottom one is the Unibike. Unibike is our first transport that we have put on rails since last November, and today we are going through certification. And hopefully by 1st of July, same time when Unibus, they both will be certified, tested, and we will be able to we will be able to sell to the government. A Unibike is more for tourist attractions. Let's say an example, I live in London, so I know we have here a Hyde Park, Green Park and Regent's Park. So instead of just keep walking around and seeing the same things every day, why don't you have like a trip, or why don't you make the journey above the ground for, let's say, 3 to 6 meters above the ground and see the view from the top, especially in evenings. I think that would be the most, like, one of the beautiful places where I would love to be. And Unibike can go with the speed about 220 kilometers an hour. However, who would love to see the view with that kind of speed? So I believe you can go much slower. However, there is also the pedaling opportunities where we try people not to make too lazy, so they can increase the speed if they want. And each cargo for Unibike, Unibus, or later for high speed and cargo, we can adjust the cargo depending on each country, on each region, or you have to say on each region's population, how big the cargo you would love to have. Whether here's for 3 people, or in InnoTrans where we showcased the first time the technology was for 2 people. So everything can be discussed, everything can be designed on each case separately. And then we have the Unibus or Urban Skyway. This transport is for the short distances up to 200 kilometers with the speed the maximum up to 150 kilometers an hour if needed. The performance, as you can see here as well, can vary starting from 25,000 passengers and more, again depending on the country and the population in the country, so we can adjust how many passengers we need to carry per hour or per day or per month. Urban Skyway and Unibike, they don't use fuel. They are running on the energy, which makes us more eco-friendlier than any other transport out there. For high speed train and cargo, we are using fuel just to push the train to reach a certain speed. And again, each country can choose which fuel they want to use, whether it's going to be gas or diesel. But then once the transport reaches a certain speed, it changes again to energy. And high speed and cargo transport are the most profitable ones. However, Unibus today is the most popular ones. High speed train can go up on a long distances for up to 10,000 kilometers with the speed up to 500 kilometers an hour. And as you can see here, performance also can be 500,000 passengers per day or more. Cargo is more for corporate companies, for corporates who are, which are kind of trading their goods between the countries or the regions. It can be, for example, between China and Russia. Instead of using third service provider who are transporting their goods and paying loads of money. They can buy their own cargo, or they can build their own truck. Whether it's one company or maybe few companies together, again, that's on all every case separately, but everyone has their own choice. And so the transport is very environment friendly as well. As you can see, we are not damaging much environment, so it's very small land acquisition. All we have to do is we put the leg supporters, or leg supporters we call it, depending on the distance, again, depending on the project and environment we go. It can be from let's say 5 meter distance to a couple of kilometers, and then we put the rail string on top and the cargo. It's very cost effective as well, because because today's transportation, to build the existing transport, let's say that you would spend approximately 40 to 50 million per kilometer, where with our transport you would spend maybe 3 to 8 million per kilometer. So that's why governments like India see how cost effective it could be and how much money we can save for the government, so they can spend this money or the budget somewhere else. And also as an end user, for yourself at the end, to use the transport, it would cost very little, very little ticket, a very little amount for ticket. And obviously we can save your time. Don't know how much you're traveling, but for me, whenever I go to airport, whether it's once or twice a year, it's headache. You need to calculate how many hours before you have to be there, how many hours you get there, and whether there are night buses, and whether it's on the rush hour. Different situations can be, but I believe that this transport can help us to solve major problems, or at least improve it. So here is the past and today. On the left-hand side on each picture, you see the digital picture, and then it's reality. When I joined the company, it was 3 years ago, 2014. I was approached with beautiful pictures and beautiful brochures. Today, people can't say anymore that this is a dream with flying trains, as sometimes someone says to me. It's a reality. We have a transport, we have our prototypes, they are already up and running, they will be certified. So for those who don't believe, go to Ecotechno Park in Minsk and test it yourself on the 1st of July. But for that, a bit later. So here are the Unibike on the left-hand side, on the top corner. Then you have the Unibike. Unibus and Unibike, they were showcased first time last year, November, in InnoTrans trade show. It was first time kind of given for the public to try to sit in, to take pictures. It was amazing. We had the smallest booths and in the corner, but we were next to Hitachi, Hawaii, Siemens, and believe it or not, but even those company representatives were coming to our corner and were asking, guys, what do you have? Why you have such a big crowd? You have people constantly coming here. And then when we showed them, they were amazed. And it's true. We have something unique. It's not like an ordinary or similar transport that is out there today, or some wheels or some system. We have something more futuristic, if you can say that. And then on the top left, you have the station, one of the stations, which is also ready. And then you have small prototype 1 to 10. Everything you've seen, from the pictures, what you've seen, we have done this through crowdfunding. For those who don't know, the idea is to put this project forward and give to the public to be able to be, involved in and be part of something big. Through crowdfunding, startup companies can raise the money without going to big investors, and investors most of the time asking for big percentage or big part of the company. or go to banks or hedge funds where they are asking for a big percentage to be paid back. So through crowdfunding platform, you can the companies or startup companies can approach as many people as they can across the globe with different backgrounds, with different financial situations, and all of them are able to chip in a project they choose to be part of. And through crowdfunding, we are here today because SkyWay Invest Group is offering crowd equity funding. And the reason why we have this platform is because we need to create or build the Eco Techno Park, which is based in Minsk, in Belarus, where the government officially gave us 36-hectare land to build all of our technologies. However, for high-speed train, it was not enough because we would not be able to reach the maximum speed of 500 kilometers an hour. Therefore, they have given us another 16 kilometers to make sure we are running, the maximum speed. Before that, it was like a little joke, but that's true. The government was saying, well, I think it's enough for you. You can do this with the land we have given to you. And then Mr. Unitsky said, okay, I'm going to go and build it somewhere else. Within the week time, the government sent him another the updated contract with an extra 16 kilometers, and there was no conversation about this anymore. So how awesome is that? So in this Eco Techno Park, we are building high-speed train, then which is more on the right-hand side. Then you have Unibus, which will be ready by 1st of July and certified. And then we have Unibike and cargo in the far left. Unfortunately, you can't see it properly. As you can see, we have this picture very green, with the green colors all around. But that's on purpose, because the government first, when they gave this land to us, they said, well, take it. The land is, I don't know if it's the right English word to use, but the land is dead. You cannot build, you cannot grow anything on it. And we proved them wrong. We have grass planted, we have tomatoes, flowers, we have even trees, and those trees were planted by investors, by people who support the project. I believe I was reading an article this time. It's also going to be there also going to be an opportunity for you to buy a small tree which you want to go to Eco Techno Park and plant it there. So it's even more kind of something from you that goes into Eco Techno Park. And the total investment we need is $200 million. Today we have raised $22 million through crowd equity funding. How awesome is that? But at the same time, we know that even though the money is we still need a lot of money, the prediction is that we will raise this money within the next 3 to 6 months. So for those who are still thinking, you have to understand that this project is, the Eco Techno Park is a main company. If you invest today, and even though there is a risk, but you take the risk and you invest in this company, you invest in the main company, which means that once the company is closed, all the shares are sold, the necessary amount of money is raised, you are going to be receiving dividends from all around the world, wherever SkyWay will be built. So once they build in Italy or in Australia or America or whichever part of the world, and people start using the transport, 20% from the profit that the company makes, they will pay back to investors. That's the agreement between Mr. Unitsky and Mr. Havrato. And the reason why they have done that is because the recent article was that BMW were not paying for 2 years the dividends back to their investors. Instead, it's not a bad thing, but instead this money they were reinvesting in business. But investors were left out for 2 years. That was published. Here, to avoid that, Mr. Unitsky and Mr. Havrato, they signed an agreement where it states clearly that 20% of the profit will go back to investors. Okay? If you wait for Eco Techno Park to be finished, closed, there is completely zero risk. Everything is running, tested, everything is perfect. You still will be able to invest, but unfortunately, you will be able to invest only in separate targeted projects. So, for example, if you invest in Italy, you will receive the dividends from a project in Italy, and any project that will be built in, let's say, in Australia or somewhere else in the world, it's nothing to do with you anymore. So you won't receive any profit from that. So think before it's too late. And this is one of my favorite slides. It's a very simple slide describing or giving you an idea at where we are today. So the company has been divided on 15 development stages, and each stage requires certain things to be done and certain money to be raised. When I joined the company, it was 2014. As I said, it was beautiful pictures, beautiful idea, and the risk was very, very, very high, but the return of my investment was very, very, very high to compare to today. We have been completing each stage on time. Today we have completed the stage 8, and officially we are moving to stage 9 on 10th of March. Which means the risk, I would say, is almost zero, because even before we have moved to stage 9, we already know that within a couple of weeks we could move to stage 10, or even 11 or 12. The reason being is because we were moving 1, 2, 3, 4, like one by one, because the amount of money or people who were investing were not big investors. Today, we have big investors coming in, and one of them was from Slovakia, who invested 5 million. And there are another, projects that have been signed and in private investors that wants to come in. So once the money comes in and we've raised the necessary amount of money for a particular stage, we can jump even to 2 stages further, which means that Mr. Unitsky can employ more people, to get more power to build the Eco-Techno Park faster. That's why we can move to our IPO within the next 2 to 4 years. Okay, so again, think fast, because stage 15 prediction is that we will get to stage 15 by the end of the year. Here are a few pictures with few delegations from different countries. First that I want to mention is Mr. Rod Hook, who is ex-Chief Minister of South of Australia. He's on the top right corner under the SkyWay logo. He was the most skeptical person, the uber skeptical, but he was the first person who believed in the project. So he went back to the first time when he saw the project and heard about it, he was like, no way, what they're creating again, some illegal business. I'm gonna go there and check it out. He went there, he went to Belarus, he met Mr. Unitsky, they sit down, they checked all the paperwork, they checked everything possible, and believe it or not, Mr. Rod Hook, he changed his mind. He went back to Australia and he was looking for people who could confirm whatever he was seeing, and confirming that everything he thinks is possible is actually possible. So he went back to Minsk, I think, a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, with different delegations, with different representatives, and all of them were confirming everything that Mr. Rod Hook was telling them and seeing his own eyes. So now today, Rod Hook and Associations, together with the MBM company, which is consultant and advisory company, and also the biggest engineering company, Orican, have come together to bring this technology back to Australia, to Flinders University, where they are planning the first project, where they would love to connect all the campus for students, so they don't have to make this journey every day from one campus to another. Apparently, it's a big distance, huge distance. Sometimes students are missing their lunch or even their lessons because they're stuck in the traffic, or weather conditions can change also how they're moving around. So Rod Hook is the first person who's today representing us in Australia. And when I mentioned about the Orican, what does it mean? In each country, wherever we sign a contract and they say, yes, we want to build this project, we won't take our our engineers to go to the country and build it. We are creating job for local people, meaning that local engineering company will take the responsibility and they will take the opportunity to build the transportation in their country. The only part that we will be creating and putting together in our facility in Belarus is the know-how technology. The rest will be put, in a local country, in a local region, in a local, company. So then we have obviously a Belarusian government, a Russian government, Irish government. Oh, Arman lost his head. I need to change that. And then we have India. India has signed, like they are first country that have signed with us the contract. I'm not talking about agreement; it's a particular contract. Oops. Can you hear me, guys? Oh yeah, I lost you a little bit. So the Indian government are the first country that not just said to us, yeah, we would love to look at your project, or we are giving you land permission. They have actually given us also the money to go and build the technology. What they are waiting at the moment is the technical documentation and prove the technology is safe to carry people, which will happen after the 1st of July. And then we also have Turkish government. They have made a comment that they would love to start building by the end of the year. We have German government that came to our Eco Techno Park 3 weeks ago. Then we have Middle East. Middle East also have signed with us the contract. Unfortunately, I can't mention the number yet because it's not officially officially announced. We just need to wait and see what would be the number. But apparently, they would love to build this transport by 2020, when they have the biggest exhibition, transportation exhibition or futuristic exhibition happening in Dubai. And they would love to connect the airport with the smart city. So let's hope and see. Apart from these countries, we also have conversations going on with the Philippines, with India, with Bulgaria, Norway, Switzerland, some parts in Africa. So whoever wants to be here and help us to bring this technology to every country, obviously there is an opportunity which Madi will talk to you a bit later. And here's another pictures. As I said, the biggest advantage for technology is that we can be built anywhere. We can go even -50 and +50 or even higher. And for those countries where the sun is most of the time, the technology can also be created on the solar panels, giving the energy. It would never happen in London or in some Baltic countries because the sun is very little. But yeah, that's possible. It's possible to build the transport 90 degrees up. It's possible to build it in mountains. It's possible to build it anywhere where is there maybe some earthquakes happening, because then apparently the transport also won't be damaged. Just name it. In Philippines, we can connect the islands where today the only transport they have is a ferry. And they were about to start building one of the cable cars, some of the cable cars that would connect the islands, but that would be also very, very slow process. So when the government from Philippines saw us last year in InnoTrans, he said like, that's it. I wanna cancel the project where we are talking about in Philippines, and I want to talk about the Skyway. So today we are in discussions with them as well to sign the contract. As well in Vietnam or in Thailand. Thailand, apparently there are beautiful places, but in order to access those beautiful places and build the houses, there are jungles in between, and those jungles needs to be destroyed or half destroyed in order to build the transport that would go through those jungles. And who would love to do that? No one. Without transport, we would not damage environment as much. We all need to do is, again, little acquisition on the land to put leg supporters or the anchors and the rail string, and then the transport will be able to take you to those dream places. And what's in it for you? I guess here I will stop. I will give the word to my colleague Madalena. She will be able to give you more insights about what we have here today for you, and also what are the business opportunities. But if you have any questions, I will be able to answer those questions at the end of her part. At the moment, I leave the word for Madalena.
Good evening, everyone. Please tell me if you can hear me, and you can't see me because apparently I have again the same issue. I cannot access the camera. However, you'll see me in this lovely picture. So my name is Madalena Dumitras. For those of you who never heard of me or never had the chance to meet me, either to our live events or in previous webinars. And tonight I'm going to talk about the part of dedicated to business opportunities with SkyWay. Who am I? I'm an expert in business and communications, but very recently I joined the company as an investment relation manager. After last year, I became an investor, a private investor and a SkyWay shareholder, thanks to my very good friend Mila. I must say that I first was approached by Armands in relation to Armands and another person, Lelde, at that time, and I was very skeptical, to be honest, when they first talked to me. What kind of flying trains are you talking about, Armands? I said to him. So I didn't. I was not very convinced. However, in June last year, I had a meeting with Mila, and she explained to me the progress of the company, and she kind of introduced me again into this project, and I decided to chip in, just to kind of make an investment for my future pension, because anyway I was spending money on other silly things, and I just decided, why not? This is a very good project. She showed me the real progress of the company, so I was more convinced to step in. However, for me, SkyWay at the moment is not only an investment project, it became like a mission, because in the last 5 years I've been traveling outside London, inside London, a lot for my previous job, and I spend a lot of money on commuting, and I've seen that the situation is becoming worse and worse. And why not being one of the people in this project that bring a contribution and can take this project to the next level. And also, if I can bring my contribution in bringing a new future transport, not only here in UK but also in other countries, for instance, even in my country back in Romania, that my country will benefit greatly from this type of transport, why not? And I'm very, very proud to be part of this team now, and I'm very, very passionate about the project. And my only regret is that I wasted too much time not being around the project, and now I'm doing it with all my heart. I have a little surprise for you. Just stay with me. And first of all, I want to thank you for your time, because time is really precious, ladies and gentlemen, and we all know that. What's in it for you? As I said, there is this investment opportunity with SkyWay, because we are still doing the crowdfunding. Everyone and anyone can be part of it from the investment point of view. At the moment, we offer a pre-IPO equity. So we have different investment opportunities, different packages, different price lists, different prices that could secure your portfolio within the company. And you can invest whatever amount it is. As you can see, for the one that is highlighted, one of the packages that gives you 1,200,000 shares within the company, meaning that if you decide to opt for this package, that will bring you a very good equity in the company, in the company. Unfortunately, these prices will go up after tomorrow, in the sense that we go up with 40%, because the closer we are, because we are, as you probably know, or if you don't know, the company goes to the next stage, stage number 9, and that makes us gets us closer to the IPO, when the price of shares will be at least $1. So the closer we are to IPO, the less risk it is, and so the more expensive the packages will be, giving you for the same amount of money probably less shares. For instance, last year when I initially joined, for a package of $1,000, you used to get 235,000 shares. This year, at this moment today, you get less, like 150K. You know what, even at the early stages, you used to get probably 1 million shares with the same amount of money, but at that moment it was very risky. And now, because there is less risk, the company gives less, offers less pre-IPO equity. We predict that IPO is going to happen in 2 to 4 years, probably that by 2020. It means that it's not a long-term investment anymore. We had a good progress achieved so far. We had a lot going on lately, many agreements that we've managed to secure, and we're just waiting for certification to go ahead with implementation in certain countries. And one of the biggest contracts and the first contracts that we managed to get so far is the contract with India, as also Annette explained. Basically, we have also, for those people who don't want to put the money in one go, we have the monthly option, the monthly installments, and the advantages is that you don't have to put, as I said, the money in one go. You divide the payment over 10 months. You can secure, however, the old price of the shares before going to the next stage, and after you will pay. Company goes, for instance, if the company goes to the next stage, the prices will go up, but you will still pay the same price and you will still receive the same portfolio with the shares. This is a security for you, and this makes you be in control, being in control of your monthly packages. You decide if you want to pay 3-4 installments in one go, or if you want to pay month by month. So this gives you a lot of flexibility, and as you can see, we have packages for all pockets, let me put that way. And we kind of, the company thought to give this flexibility to people, because many like to invest more money. Many investors wanted to invest more and purchase a very good portfolio, but they didn't have all the money in one go. Apart from that, monthly packages give you, as I said, a lot of flexibility, especially if you don't have the money and you would like to acquire more shares within the company. Many companies probably don't do that, and you are required a lot of money, a lot of qualification, a lot of techniques to invest in those companies. But because Unitsky wants to give a chance to people to take part, because it's a people's project, and because we supported this project a lot, he decided to help us and to come with a solution to give people the chance to invest also by installments. Otherwise, for many of us, this will be another missed opportunity. You know, however, bear in mind that with monthly installments, if you miss the deadline, if you don't, for instance, if you forget to pay one month, the package can be cancelled. Obviously, it's going to be cancelled. So put a reminder if you decide to go back for monthly packages, because if it happens that you miss an installment, the company will recalculate, will cancel the package, and it will recalculate the price of the shares at the price of the day when you purchased your packages. So don't miss the deadline. Put a reminder every month. Make sure you do not miss your deadline, because that will not be good for you. So we're gonna get less shares than what you initially wanted. Um, that's the surprise that I wanted to kind of keep it for now. The deadline for securing your equity, pre-IPO equity, is it's been extended. So it's been extended until tomorrow at 23:55 Moscow time or 21:55 London time. So for those of you who still didn't manage to register, purchase the packages or the shares, you still have time until tomorrow to do so. So hurry up, because after tomorrow uh, we will have different packages, different prices, and to be honest, we don't know if it's going to be 7 packages, 3 packages, how many shares. We still need confirmation from the company. Um, However, prices will go up, as I said, 40%. And you have to bear in mind that the packages probably will be kept only for stage number 9. If we go to stage number 10, I've been told that we're no longer gonna have monthly installments or monthly packages. Yeah, so do not miss this chance. Do not miss this chance to secure your equity in the company now, because you are still at the right time, and make sure that you catch the last train. Yeah. Well, the second options, it is the business opportunity. With Skyway, you have many opportunities. As I said, you have the investments one, but you also, if you are interested in the business opportunity or technology, to promote the technology, there's plenty of opportunities. But the golden rule in our company is do what you love, because as this slide says, doing what you love is freedom, and loving what you do is happiness, and indeed it is. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's very hard to kind of nowadays to secure a balanced lifestyle with like a 9 to 5 job or Monday to Friday. So don't wait to live your life, only from Saturday to Sunday and just start all over again with the unhappiness on Monday. Don't wait for those days to spend more time with your family. Just be curious. Just listen to what's in it for you within this company, because I can guarantee you that we really have a lot of opportunities also from the business point of view. um, Sorry, I still have this coughing, I don't know why. Now I'll apologize. um, so as I said, don't wait for don't wait for those days when you see Monday is that terrible day. Is that day again when you have to kind of, you would prefer to shoot yourself like rather than going to the office. And I was in this position like 5 years ago when I used to, before stepping into the freelancing and self-employment industry. I used to work like more than 12 hours per day. I used to work in a hotel very hard, and I used to work for a big human rights organization here in London. And I was not happy at all. I was not happy when probably my boss and other people on top of me were taking all the rewards and all the merits, and I was paid very little money, and every time I had a day off, it was probably on on Sunday. I remember I was working all Saturdays as well, and I was working really, really hard. I got ill also because of that job, and I was kind of having two jobs at the same time, but I was not going anywhere. However, I was given at that time the chance to start working for the Ministry of Justice here in UK, and I stepped into the self-employment and freelancing, and that was probably the best time of my life, the happiest day of my life, when I started to work for myself, to kind of organize my time, to enjoy more freedom, to earn. I was making calculation. I said I was really earning more money than when I used to work 12 hours per day. So for me, the idea work smarter, not harder, it really proved out. It really proved out because indeed, for the last 5 years, I earned very good money. I was flexible and I wanted to keep that flexibility and that freedom. I actually last year I had to to choose between going back to a 9 to 5 job and to be like chained again in the office, to have a boss maybe yelling at me, as you can see in the picture, or to continue to go on a different path and say, yeah, it's Monday, let's do this. I can't wait. I can't wait to start my job. So you know when you're doing something right when you look into the mirror every single day and you ask you ask yourself, am I doing what I'm doing right? Am I happy? Am I fulfilled? Am I what I'm doing, it makes my heart sing? And if the answer is yes, that means that you are in the in the right place, sorry. So yes, for me, that's the answer every single day. Yes, yes, yes to all of those questions since I joined Skyway. Um, and I have no regret. I'm actually, as I said, it's an honor, and I'm so proud to be one of the company representative here in UK, together with Mila, with Armand, with Annette, and with all the team. I believe that what we do and what we offer at the moment, not many companies can provide. Um, for myself, for instance, as I said, it works magic because I had time. I have time. I decide with the team on a weekly basis what work is need to be done, how we should organize our time, so I don't have to get stuck into the office. And mainly, and most of all, I get the chance to work with people again, because what I did in my previous job, I worked with people every single day. But now I'm being offered to talk to people at a different level and to work with people at a different level. I have more responsibility indeed, but the rewards are even higher. So that's why I'm so happy that I decided to. I finally saw the, how can I say it? I finally saw the big picture of this project, not only from the investment point of view, but also like being part of the team and doing business and promoting the project. Because I want to say something. We are not working. I don't want to work only for money. It has to be something else, at least to make my heart sing, as I said. And this is a project that it ticks all the boxes. And for me, uh, it's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity, as I said. And what I want to say is just many would say, oh, but this is a pyramid, pyramid something, pyramid company. Well, it is not. And I want to say however, if you're stuck in an office job, you're still gonna be in a pyramid anyway, even you're not realizing it, because you are an employee, you have a manager, you have a vice president, a president, a CEO, so someone else will be always on top of you, so someone else will always earn more money than you. So that's not a pyramid, that I think is a pyramid. With us, it's totally different. It's we offer what we offer here. It's um, we have a unique business opportunity and a unique product. Okay, because we have, as I said, we have plans for at least 100 years from now on. So we are not here just to work short term and to be short term, but we are here to establish long relationships and to give people the opportunity to change their life, to have a more balanced lifestyle, and to reward people that promote our project. And this is all I wanted to kind of talk to you about right now, because our main goal is to bring finance to the Ecotechnopark. As Annette said, we have thought that basically we need to give something back to the people that supported us so far. And just to give you an idea, there are more than, I think I had the figure somewhere, there are more than 250 people involved in this project, either supporting the company, the technology, or supporting us from the business level or from the investments level, because we have also 40,000 active investors. So these are people who invested, as I said already, or they are still investing on a monthly basis or do business with us. The company wants to make sure that it rewards everyone and gives something back to all those people who have supported SkyWay's project so far and promoted this technology, because it's also thanks to you that we are here today and we made such a progress. So thank you to me as well, because I'm also supporting the project. And we have big plans for the next 100 years. And what we did through crowdfunding everything. What we can offer, what we can offer, what's there for you. Well, it is not only about going around and talking about the technology and talking about the investment side and everything, but you need to understand also that we have a unique product. And because we have a unique product, you will come across many skeptical people who will simply not understand what we are doing here. However, lately I've just realized that 90% of the people I talk to, they somehow see the value, they understand the value of this project, and that there is such a huge opportunity for them there. So as long as we will do crowdfunding, we can offer many opportunities to anyone that can be involved in this project on many levels, investment or business. And what exactly it's all about, what exactly we can offer. First of all, anyone can enroll and start earning from day one. We don't have any terms and conditions. You don't have to buy something first in order to start doing business with us. You can enroll today. You get also free 30 shares, free 30 shares as a gift, and you can become an investor straight away. All you need is to complete a registration process, verify your identity, and for that your profile, and for that you will have to sign a few online agreements and to upload your identity card or passport, because it's the same as with the bank. When you go and you open a bank account, they will ask you for certain documents. All these agreements that you're going to sign will entitle you to become an agent, and that will give you also the possibility to talk about the project and the technology with other people. The second thing that we offer, we don't offer you a pyramidal structure, because there's only one person with one link. Means that if you bring a prospect that is willing to invest, then the company is ready to share with you certain percentages as a bonus from whatever investment, from whatever the level of investment it is. For instance, if you bring someone who wants to invest $10,000, you will get 50% from that person, meaning that you can earn 1,500 from your from the investor that you managed to bring in. And just to clarify something for the new people, the reason why we can do that is because it's a great, because I mean, to give such a great bonus is not because we take half of your money and spread it within our network. We do it because Andrei Havratov, he is the main big investor in the company, and he purchased a part of the company from Uniski with the biggest discount. And because he created a network and the platform to give people the possibility to earn at different levels, to have to earn a residual income, he can resell the equity, but at a different price. So when someone invests, it is not that you are receiving something from his package or investment, but company is paying you the commission purely because it wants to reward you. Other big companies probably are doing something similar. They can pay commission, so we do. So we have this system. We put this system in place, as I said, to reward people. For instance, as I said, it's not a pyramid, because for instance, if a person that you invited does better than you, then it earns more than you. So we are very transparent and very clear and anyone can invite people you can invite actually people in your team only. So there is one person and one link, as I said. Anyway, for more clarification, you are more than welcome to talk to us in person, or to go back to the person who introduced you to this webinar, and we are happy to go together with through the marketing plan with you. We have unlimited earning potentials and no levels. You can earn from all levels. In some companies, for instance, there are certain rules and terms and conditions outlining why, how, when you should earn, because we are not applying the same rules as in other companies, probably network marketing company. We have unlimited earning levels. We call all this reward-based marketing, as I said, because we simply want to reward people from promoting us. Okay, even if, for instance, let's say people like to say that we do network marketing, I want to just kind of share with you this, because I came across with some people saying that, well, you do network marketing. Well, even if we do it, to be honest, I am really proud that this company found a way to combine investment with business, with technology and network marketing to raise the funds that they need to go ahead. And what's so wrong in it? I mean, I got over it, you know. It's just, let's put it in simple ways. we already do that. We already do that on a daily basis, not even, and we are not even realizing that. Because, for instance, I'll give you an example. I have a very good restaurant in my area in London, a Turkish restaurant, and I think I always went there with probably more than 50 people in this 8 years since I've been living in the area, and I always promote that restaurant, and kind of I always bring new people, and I always tell them that the food is good. And what the owner did is to give me, like, the dessert is always free of charge, and it always gives me plenty of tea and baklava and lots of, and he treats me very well. So it's like the same as we do here. We we are rewarding people. So that's the same thing. When we do it, even if we apply network marketing, it's not a problem. It shouldn't be a problem as long as we are transparent, and as long as we show people that what we do with the money and where the money go, that shouldn't be a problem at all. And as I said, we are creating something new. We are creating something different. We don't have to copy other companies. We don't have to do what other companies are doing. We, we just, everyone applies now the network marketing or whatever. Everyone does it, but we did it differently, and we achieved great results so far. So if someone will say in future, well, shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't put people off. Because at the end of the day, remember, this is a people project, and here we are here to create something unique. And we are here because I believe that people have more power than any authorities and government. We have the power, and we have to use it very well. So if we want our future to be better, and if we want different transport technology and infrastructure, we have the power now to create it. It's up to us. It's up to us to demand also a better air quality, a better quality of the air, a better life, a better transportation system. It's really up to us, not only here in London, but everywhere in the world. Because we don't have to sit in the car all the time, or being stuck in traffic, or being stuck in delayed trains. We are giving now the opportunity. UNESCO is giving us the opportunity not to do only business or investment. It gives us the power to change the world, to bring the change that we all needed, and we have to be aware of that. So that's that's my opinion, and I think we should all take that aspect into consideration as well. Product proposition, as I said, we have a huge potential because this is a unique product, and we have no direct competitors at the moment. And we want to build what we want to build here. We want to build a new infrastructure, a new type of technology, and SkyWay now exists not only in theory but also in reality. And over time, I believe SkyWay will develop into highly efficient and extensive network that could move not only large number of people but also huge quantities of goods. And it can give people a new freedom, because usually new technology liberates people. That's what Facebook did. That probably SkyWay will do. So our product is unique, and be proud of it. Be proud of being of this of this opportunity that we are giving to you. As I said, we are unique. We have a captured audience. Anyone can become an investor. There's no limitation of age, background, or country. Even kids can become investors. However, for instance, they can't access they cannot access the profits until they reach the age of 18, um, uh, and that's a good part on one. That's a good thing, but on the other hand, probably is not. However, um, you will decide what to do when they reach the age of 18, what to do with their portfolio, or they will decide what to do with their portfolio. However, you invest in a future fund for them, for their future education, for future house, whatever there will be with the years, it will give them a very good return. And it is a very, the longer you keep the shares in your portfolio, the more pricey will become. So that's a very good aspect to look into consideration, to take into consideration. Well, also we offer 7 multiple income streams. You, with Skyway, you have earnings, potential earnings today. You can earn from your network. First of all, you can earn 15% from your first line, up to 7% from second line, 5% from your third line, and it depends how active you are in the business, because as soon as you reach the consultant level, you can unlock the unlimited potential earning potentials and levels even down, and that would bring you earnings between 0.5 up to 1.5%. You can earn from the investments, meaning that if someone this is an additional commission that the company gives today, meaning that you receive 3.7% from the shares, meaning that if someone brings an investor in and he decides to invest $1,000, you will get, apart from $150 commissions, you can earn also 3.7% from shares. So on a package of 150 shares, you can get 4,500 shares in your bonus account. But this, however, this is going to change. The situation is going to change from stage 9, as Unitsky is not willing to give a percentage of shares anymore, as they are more expensive and valuable now, and he is not sure that he wants to keep this this for longer. Also, you can earn from company representative up to 6%. If you open your office, for instance, in France or in Bulgaria, where we don't have an office at the moment, then you can become a company representative, and you can earn not only from your network but also from your entire region. It is same as a regional director, for instance, to put it in another word. You will earn a commission from an entire city or region, and apart from your network, as soon as you will open an office. And for opening all, there are certain tasks. We can always go through more details if you're interested to do that. Also, because you will work with the government if you open your own office, and you will probably initiate local project, there is also project initiation commission, and that's up to 10%. And this is for people that want to help us to initiate, as I said, local project, who wants to introduce the project to the governments in their countries, or to the right companies, or to the right government officials that will want to initiate the project and to implement the technology there. And to put it in simple words, for instance, 1 kilometer of Skyway technology, it's around $5 million per $5 million. So imagine if you manage to secure to start a project in a country where you introduced us, and let's say they want to invest to do basically a road of 10 kilometers, you have there $50 million. Just to put it this way. So we're not talking about $200 commission, but big commissions for you there. So it's a big opportunity from this side as well. For instance, in India, just to give you an example, you know already that we signed a contract and the plan is to build in 19 cities. So there will be many kilometers. Yeah. So this is like an opportunity for people with right connections with within the government, and that can help us by introducing the projects to them. Also, you can earn from project initiation, that I said, and also from contracts, and that's one of the favorites for everybody. If you bring big investors, then you don't have to go to crowdfunding. With big investors, there is a completely different route and structure. They will sign various agreements personally with Unitsky, with the lawyer, and he will be provided with the best options for them to do so. It is a different type of agreement, and so if you have a big investor, your commission will be around 5% from that. And just to give you an example, for instance, if you have someone who is willing to invest $1 million, then 5% of that will be $50,000 in cash. That will be your bonus, and I think that's not bad, isn't it? And plus, because he will achieve an equity in the company of 300 million shares, your part of shares at this point will be 7.5 million shares. Wow, that's a lot. So as you can see, it's more. You get more from with time. You'll get more from the shares rather than the bonus itself. Another opportunity is to earn tomorrow the IPO. Well, you can sell your portfolio, part of it you can sell it, part of it you can keep it. It's up to you, but as long as you probably know, the more you keep the shares, the more valuable it becomes. Also the dividends, because Unitsky will share the profits with us. As Annette said, 20% of the profit of the company will go towards the dividends, meaning that as soon as the company becomes profitable or a certain project generates profit, 20% of it will be divided among investors. Of course, it depends how much money you invested and available, and this was going to be available as soon as the company will go to IPO. Well, what do you need to do next? First of all, you go and register if you want to receive more news, emails, updates about the company progress, and if you want to be updated and being kept informed about what we do. Sign up the cooperation agreement and complete the verification process that I explained many times. You need to, it is very important, especially if you become an investor, to submit your passport for verification purposes, and because we need to know if you're a real person or you are a robot. We would just want to avoid that. And also for the cooperation agreement, if you want to do business with us, you can sign the cooperation agreement and you'll have your own referral link. If not, you can do the verification of identity for only. Also, learn about the product, the company, and the business as much as you can. Especially, it's very good to have the right knowledge when you approach big investors or government officials. They need you need to know how to explain properly the project and to show them the opportunity. So for instance, we want you to be how can I say it? We want you to provide only the correct information, especially if you want to promote the project. Yeah, we are not here to mislead anyone or to make promises. We are not here to just for the sake of being here or just for the short profit, but for a long-term relationship. So every single thing that you're saying to people is very important. Yeah, we are happy to reward anyway people, but just learn about the product very well. Just don't go by guessing or just assuming. Ask us, communicate with us. Just if you are not sure about something or if you want to learn more, just ask us for information what you need in order to kind of learn about the project. Yeah. um, Well, if you want to build your own team, then you'll have to develop your own partners. Yeah, you'll have to develop your own client base and help all your partners, support them, give them the information, the materials that they need. Um, all they need to learn, it's available also online or in the back office from us. But just inform them, keep them up to date, motivate them, empower them. Work as a team, and you will achieve much more, and you will see all the rewards at the end. Help them to learn faster about the company, about the business plan, about the marketing plan, and that will bring success to you as well. Because if you have a strong team, you definitely gonna do well. It's not only about you or I in the structure, it's also about other partners. Yeah. Do meetings and presentation on a regular basis. Yeah, that's very important. This should be done on a regular basis, exactly as it says. We are constantly looking for speakers and for people who would like to do webinars or live presentations or coaches. We are moving very fast, and we will need many speakers to cover our project in different countries, regions. So help us to develop so that, and we will need someone to also help us to develop certain regions. So yeah, do meetings and presentations, at least 3 to 5 a day. Speak to people, learn how to present the product, learn how to answer some questions. It is very important. It's very important, even for future projects that we will develop together. Attend all trainings and conferences. Definitely, this is a must. Try and keep up to date. Try and follow the news, the promotions, the conferences that we do, the trainings that we do. That's very important for your development if you're really serious about this project. As I said, learn and learn. Actually, I would say learn at least one new thing every single day, and develop yourself every single day. Self-development is really important. It's important when you share this opportunity with other people. Um, it's important to show them also your personality, your knowledge, your story, because people like stories and they like to know what you did and how did you become successful and why are you so passionate about something. So never stop learning, never stop shaping your personality, and follow your curiosity, be open-minded and open to learn new things every single day. And that was my case, because in the last 2-3 years since I started this self-development process, I was constantly being told, well, find your passion, do what you love, and you'll do great. Well, for me, there are many things that I love. There are many things that I'm passionate about, but there wasn't one single thing that I can say, well, I can develop it and I can make money out of it, that's it. But then I was told by one of my mentors Madi, you're a very curious person. Why don't you just follow your curiosity, and it will take you where it has to take you. So I said, yes, that's indeed one. I'm a very curious person, so I'm always eager to learn more, and I'm always open-minded, and I want people to um, be open-minded as well, and to learn something new every single day. As also another famous billionaire and an entrepreneur, Jeff Hoffman said, which I met with Mila a month or two ago at the conference here in London. He actually said, try to learn something new every single day, and that's really very, very, very good, because um, if you don't, if you, if for me, if I'm not learning, it's like I'm wasting my time, really. I'm not. You don't have to do things only for money. You just also have to work for knowledge and for that feeling in your heart that says you're doing the right thing to keep going. So that should be your goal every single day. Learn, explore from the best leaders, read books, attend webinars, attend events, conferences. Just don't stop learning. And last but not the least, is take responsibility. In your business or in any other business, it's all about taking responsibility. It is taking responsibility for what you say, for the people you introduce to the business, for the partners who work in a team with you, because you want all of them to go by the same way of thinking. As I said, and I previously mentioned, we are not here for the money, but to do a beautiful business together and to establish long partnership for many years to come, and bring a contribution, or our contribution together, to this eco-friendlier project that has as an aim to kind of save the planet from pollution and overcrowding, and from damaging the soil. Yeah, we we are looking anyway for people that believe in our project, in our work, and that want to get involved with the whole heart, and not just looking for the money and that's it. For that, there are different other businesses where they can go and they can do whatever they want. But here we look also for committed and passionate people that want to be part of the future of a new transportation system. So it's very important to take responsibility for whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you promote, whatever you kind of deliver as a message, how you talk and why you're doing it. Follow the system is very important. This is kind of the last on my list today. There are certain things that need to be done, and you need to follow the system. Everything might look simple sometimes, but in different occasions it's very difficult. You know, you need to kind of duplicate what other leaders do, learn certain tactics, develop your client base, do presentation, and uh, a summary of what I've previously said to you. Be consistent. Obviously, you have to follow the news and sustain the business. You don't have to forget about your people. You just go on holidays and you come back and just you don't show up for like months, and all of a sudden you want to start doing business again. Be proud of this product, first of all. It is not another shampoo that you're promoting, or another car that you're selling, or I don't know. This is something so unique that you should definitely be proud of it. However, let me get you through the promotions. Yeah, the Star Marathon, I think tomorrow is the last day of the Star Marathon. One of the promotions that we had, it's been extended till tomorrow, and every time you invited someone who invested either $500 or $1,000, For $500 you receive a silver star. For 1,000 units you receive a golden star, and so on and so forth. What you can do with all these stars, you can exchange them with the gifts and different prizes that we have in the back office. I can send you the link afterwards to kind of have a look, but it's also in your back office. So if you log in into your online profile, you will see what gifts you can earn. For instance, one of the greatest prizes is the training that we have, and that I will talk to you in a couple of minutes. Yeah. Eco Technopark visit. Wow, I'm looking forward for this. Is the greatest event of this year for the company, and as you can see, there is a landing page where you can express your intention to participate. It is for anyone who is an active investor, and it is between the 1st of July and 3rd of July. So if you want to attend, you just have to submit your application. I think we're gonna organize some groups to go there, and that's gonna be for myself personally, that's gonna be a good opportunity, because probably it will be the first time, not certainly actually, be the first time that I'm gonna meet Mr. Unitsky, and I'm gonna see the place where the technology is being developed. So I will see with my own eyes, not only through videos or to pictures that colleagues are sending from the place, what is really happening there. So stay tuned, or rather come with us and see what's there for you. Yeah. So that's a great news for you. There are new payment options. One of them is advanced cash. You can start using it anytime. You just have to create an account. You can top up your wallet or withdraw your money. It's easiest and fastest and faster and safer, and to use this card, and to top up, but also to access it to access the money from anywhere in the world. So explore that option a little bit more. Okay. As I said, the Master Interactive Progressive Training Master Profi, if you took part in the Star Marathon, if you have accumulated 3 golden stars on a personal level, you can win this training, which is free of charge. Normally, it costs $1,000. It is a 1-month training, delivers over 3 days a week. You have to do homework, so you have to kind of commit to this, and you need to pay really good attention to the information is being provided to you, and it's for people, and actually it's a very good opportunity for those people who completed the course, the training, because they will be able to get involved in other business opportunities with us, and to develop the project further in certain regions or areas. This is for people who want to be with us for long term and take the project to the next level, as I said, and especially in the next months, when certification will be ready, we'll also have the need of people very well trained, and that can develop offices in other regions around the world. We will give you the date when the training will take place, and we'll keep you updated in relation to this training very soon. The promo code for this month is the one that you can see here on the screen. It gives you 30 shares after you insert the promo code. So I mean, when you register, you just have to insert the promo code, and it will give you the free 30 shares. Yeah. So use it every time you register someone new. Or if you haven't registered yet, use this promo code to get a little gift from us. Yeah, from the company. question and answers for Annette, and for me as well, if you have. That's it from my side on business opportunities. It took a little bit longer, probably. Sorry about that when I I didn't realize. So I'll leave you with Annette now, and speak to you soon. See you next time. Have a lovely evening and a lovely weekend, because weekend is approaching. And I'm not gonna be here for next week because I'm going to celebrate my mom's birthday. But I'll be back, uh, and I will be happy to share with you more news. Have a lovely evening. Bye bye.
Hi guys. Thank you, Madalena, for your presentation. I guess it was quite well explained, and I hope you guys got the idea and understanding more about, how you can join the company, how you can be part of us. There is a question from Jens. How do we get gifts? Just had available trip to Thailand for 2 persons. Uh, Jens, the gifts that Maddie mentioned are for people who are just joining the company today. So for those who have the link from the upline or person who invited you here today, you can get the link to do the registration, and in promo code there is a place where you can put the promo code. Then you put that the one Maddie was showing for you, and those gifts. Then you log in your back office, and this automatically gives you educational material, 8 rules of private investor, as like little tips, why to invest and how to invest, and also total 50 pre-IPO equity will be your gift in the back office. However, you have to go through the whole verification, where you need to prove that, as Manny mentioned, you are not a robot and you are not going to be opening another 10 accounts just to receive those free gifts. So you have to go through the verification. Once it's done, you will have access to your gift, which is the equity. Any other questions, guys? No? Okay. Yeah, I guess yeah, as Maddie said, we took a bit longer, but hopefully we have explained you everything as much as we could, in very detailed, kind of presentation. So I really hope you enjoyed this webinar and you had a good time. Since you don't have any more questions, I would love to say thank you for your attention and for your patience to stay with us till the end. If you have still something, okay, when do you expect IPO from Brian? Within the next 2 to 4 years. So Brian, for us, we don't want to rush in, to go on IPO. What we want to do is we want to build the value for the company, if you can say that. So our target is to kind of sign the contract with X amount of the countries with a total value of 100,000 kilometers, which would give us more kind of assets in a company and more value for the company, and more roads we build, more better opportunity for us to go on IPO, and the share would not cost only $1, but it could potentially cost even more than, I don't know, $10 or $50. I would want to think about $100 because we are not talking here about the phones. There are a few projects. I'd say we have loads of interest from different countries. Brian, he asked, are there projects locked up? So as I mentioned before, we have India, who are not just signed a contract with us, they have also become one of the biggest investors for their region, for their country, and the project they have signed a contract with us is worth $922 million. So they want to build 3 targeted projects in smart city, connecting 19 cities, and the other one is in the Middle East. the contract has been signed, but it hasn't given us the official announcement of what the value for the contract. But I believe it's quite a big one as well. And the rest are agreements, agreements worth, I think, quite a lot, close to also a couple of billions, with the UK, with Belarus, with Czech Republic, with, I think, with Italy, Australia. But those countries are looking for funds. So whether we will need to go to the country, find the leaders, open the office, and do the crowdfunding, where we would be able to fund first kind of kilometers, 1 kilometer or a bit more, where people locally would be able to invest in their own, roads, or we are waiting for, for different opportunities. Maybe one big investor would go and finance the project. Arab Emirates, Primus, which was the second country that signed the contract, Saudi Arabia or Arab Emirates. As far as I know, it's Arab Emirates. IPO should be finished and ready after stage 15. Yes, Jens, correct. Thanks for a good webinar. You're welcome. We both tried with Madi, so that's why I said, it's good. It's good that there are always questions, but sometimes there are no questions because everything was given with a good explanation, the presentation. However, I think it's time for us to get some rest. For those who live in London or in the UK, we are running and planning to put together the conference, which is going to be next Monday at 7 o'clock in our office in Corsham Street. For those who don't live in London or in the UK, I look forward to see you next Tuesday for investment webinar. Even if you have attended this webinar as well already, please invite your new people so they can have better understanding, what is this all about, whether for them before to make a decision, they haven't made a decision. Hopefully we can help you with the presentation to show them the value. All right. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, Maddie. We both say thank you to you guys, and I hear you sometime next week. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.